2 sensors working now. The coolant temperature is my head temp. My air intake temp is pretty good. Fuel temp, or fuel pressure. The oil temp's not right. I gotta get in there and fix the parameters on that. I look right here and see my oil temp isn't even reading yet, so. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Hey guys, welcome back to JWClassicVW, and we have got quite a bit of stuff to cover today, and it's been a few weeks since I've seen you guys and talked to you guys, and man, have I got a lot of stuff done. Let's turn to the board so I can kind of bring you up to speed on what I've kind of been working on. Yeah, man, I just wrote this list down pretty quick, guys, so this is just kind of some of the stuff I've been working on, and it says done, but I haven't done everything yet. I still got to fix the passenger side axle leak. We've got a little leak sprung there, you know, some of those MP parts just not doing what they're supposed to do. So yeah, Decklid standoffs. We've installed the Decklid standoffs. You guys can see. Yeah. And all those are, dude, is it moves your Decklid out, and I had to install those because of the intercooler on the turbo EFI system. Yeah, that intercooler has got those, you know, like wings at the top there that kind of get in the way if you were just to try to do it the normal way. And this little stand I made, I'm going to show you guys later how I made that real quick and easy. You can make one in about 5 minutes with about $5. Pretty cool stuff, guys. Besides all the list of stuff that was up on there is something else that I've been working on, kind of struggling with a little bit, but fabrication is not my forte. Let me show you over the bench what I've been doing. All right, okay, so you guys know with the Berg 5-speed that I had to make some more room for the nose cone, the 5-speed nose cone. And this is the cover I've been kind of working on with some 18 gauge or 20 gauge steel. I think it's 20 gauge steel. And yeah, it's a little wonky, so I'll probably end up redoing it. I got this template that I kind of just mocked up real quick. Let me take you over to Goose and show you what this covers. Can you hold that for me there, Mr. Tartar? All right. These Crow seatbelts. Yeah, man. Race ready. Okay. Ow. Bonked my head. Alright, guys, so right here is where this cover goes. And it goes like this. That's pretty close. It's pretty close. It's, I gotta work on the spacing there, and I had to weld in an extra piece on this thing get it closer before I can start hitting this with some spot welds to hold it into place. This side I haven't finished fixing yet. You can see that I need a little bit extra more room. So I don't know if it's just easier to cut a new piece. I haven't decided yet, but this is what needs to be done before we can go ahead and try to get the back seat in. And I think that I'm going to be okay, guys, when it comes to modifying the back seat. I'm not positive on that yet, but we're going to be getting to that shortly. Very shortly. Yeah. Definitely shortly. Okay, some of the other things I've been working on is I installed the lighting system. So yeah, I installed those LED lights. They turned out pretty cool. I really like it at nighttime. Kind of gives it that Darth Vader kind of like dark side look. Super cool, man. Well, it's not for everybody. I kind of like the lights though. So the first thing we're going to work on today, guys, is getting that axle seal leak fixed up and show you kind of a few tricks that I found. There's some seals that come in these kits, you know, the engine rebuild kits that work out pretty good when it comes to replacing those gaskets and those seals, well, at least those seals. So let's get to work, tear that apart, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys in 1 second. All right, first things first, we got to clean this bad boy up some. We don't want all that crap getting all over us. Gross. Time for some disassembly. Yeah. Yeah, a 2-pound sledgehammer to get this out of there? Probably overkill, said no one ever. There we go. And something real quick. When you're installing this on the disc brakes, just pay attention to how you're doing it. These cutouts here, the cutouts on the back side of this, sit in there better with a lip. If you try to do it the other way, it just isn't going to work right. Let's see what I mean here in a second. See how it sits flat? Yeah, the point of this is to try to get the axle a little bit elevated versus the rest of the car. Try to get the oil from leaking out too much, but we'll kind of see if it works. It didn't really work so good on the other side, so it's just we have a really stiff suspension, so that really is impeding that from working. But on a stock setup, it should be pretty easy to go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, buddy. Definitely losing some oil. I'm gonna drop it back down, put a pan up underneath, because that's just gonna happen. Yeah, that just got nice and hot. These things get nice and hot, guess what? They don't really do much sealing anymore. Alright guys, so this is what I ended up doing for this, the actual axle seal cap. I had to go in here and clear out all the gasket material. There's a bunch of stuff in there that I think might have been impeding the seal from making a really good seal against the actual axle tube itself. So it's been all cleaned up, and I went after it with a wired brush as well on my drill. So that looks really good. What we're going to do now is, you can see on the inside, these seals that they send with the kits are normally just a bit too big, and they get ate up pretty quick. I was telling you guys that the seal that I found that seems to work out really good on the larger axle seal is the flywheel seal that you can get. Stretches out pretty good, plus these usually put up with a lot more friction and heat being on the flywheel. So I don't know what they're using to make the O-ring for the larger side, the one that seals on the outside here. But this will stretch out pretty good over the top of that bearing and provides a pretty good seal. So if you need one in the pinch, that's what I used on the passenger side, and it's held up pretty good. That I got here, I got this off of Amazon. Check out the link below, guys, if you want to pick up one of these too. I got this one, the nitrate seals. got a assortment of different seals inside of there. And then I've also got the Vitone seals, which are like fuel resistant. You know, like if you're running E85 or anything like that. So I replaced a bunch of my O-rings throughout my fuel system with these ones because I needed ones that were E85 compatible. All right, so time to put this bad boy back together. I'll see you guys in a second, and then we're gonna go ahead and talk about that engine lid brace. Yeah, there's been some interest in that, so talk to you guys in a second. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's been a few days, and it is the 4th of July, so happy 4th of July to you. Hope you're out there having fun with your family, enjoying some barbecue. I'm about to go get some barbecue myself because I've been down in the garage sweating my butt off. But right before we go ahead and get into this content on how to make that Decklid standoff that you guys have asked about, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this content, guys, and check out the website. Ooh, the website over here, yeah. Spend a little time, put some effort into that, and I would appreciate it if you guys go check it out. If you're interested in a channel sticker and or a flag tag for your keys, go ahead and purchase one of those. It helps support the channel, and I do appreciate you. Now, back to the video. Buddy, all right, so I got the whole rear end put back together, guys. It's no leaky, so that's awesome news. Great stuff. Other things I've been kind of working on, turning around real quick and show you the bench. Down here, killing myself. Trying to get one of these tunnel covers situated. This one is 16 gauge, so quite a bit thicker than this 22 gauge. That's pretty thin stuff, but we're going to get into the making of the hood standoff now. You guys have asked about that. There's been quite a bit of interest and just kind of like what's involved. Not a whole lot, actually. So all right, guys, it is time to go ahead and show you how I made that hood prop. Oh, yeah, baby. So I used aluminum because it's softer and it's a lot easier to work with. You can make one up with a hanger if you want to, kind of get the rough idea, and then do it steel if that's what you want to do. Something a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more permanent. But also, if you accidentally were to pull down on your hood, say you forgot this thing was in place, ask me how I know about that. This is kind of better because this will move and the rest of your car won't, which means you won't damage your deck lid and or put any scratches anywhere you don't want it to be. So let's go ahead and show you the one I made. All right, here you go. Here's the one I made. You can kind of see that I did put some stuff on here, kind of help out with preventing any scratching of my deck lid. So just real rough, guys. You don't have to do anything crazy with this. You can use a bender if you happen to have a tube bender. Those do come in handy. Or you can go ahead and use like your vise or a pair of vice grips or even your hand. You know, this aluminum is pretty soft. So 4 inches on both sides is the first bend because that's about how far in it needs to go down inside the deck lid area. And I'm just using my hand as a marker. That's my rough guesstimate. So that first one, and then the second bend is also around 4 inches. Using my hand, let's just flip it around. Do the same on the other side. You can measure this out and be as accurate as you want to, but this is just real quick, guys. I'm not trying to spend a whole lot of time on this bad boy. So you want to go about a 45 in, and I'm just going to do it by hand. I'm going to use my thumbs. So about a 45 in, and it's going to be in like back in towards the back of your deck lid, like this. So let's go ahead and that bends there. This one right here, we want to go ahead and bend it out. So 45 in and about a 30 out. There you go, about 40, 35. And then we go ahead and take this one and we're coming up about 6 inches. So the hand and then my thumb. So right about there. And we want to bend in as in like, in back in towards the center of the car. Just like a so, a little bit more. Just like a so. And you'll be able to kind of shape this the way that you want it to be once you get it in the car. Let's go ahead and start on the other side. So we want to go ahead and have our 45 in. Let's figure out where we are. 45 in. This is a rough 45. My best guess, 45. 45 and then about a 30 out. 40, 30 out. Come about 6 inches, about the thumb, and then we want to go ahead and bend in. All right, yeah, that turned out really good. And then we just take it and we muscle it into shape. You guys kind of see what I'm talking about, but it gives you a rough idea of what you want to have. Now, the last bend that you're going to want to do is you want to bend this back in towards the car. So you can kind of see how this faces this way, so I kind of have like a little bit of a U shape going on here. And that pushes up against the back of the deck lid. we go. Then you kind of shape it and form it. You'll have to mess around with it a little bit. Kind of jack with it until you get it where you want it to be. All right, that's a rough idea. Cool. Yeah, that'd probably work out pretty good. Now once you get it up in there, you can go ahead and put a little bit more bend in towards the Decklid, depending on how much you want to hold it up. But this is kind of nice to have, and it doesn't take long to make one. And you can kind of mess with this shape, get it where you want it to be, and then like I told you, if you want to make one out of steel or something, you'll have your shape to do that with. One of these bad boys would probably come in handy with the steel for sure, but the vise can also get things done as well. Cool beans, guys. Let's go take a look and see how it fits. Hey, baby. How you doing? And I go to the outer holes here. Now you have to play with the shape a little bit, but that is the general idea. Cool. All right. Oh yeah, let's get that down and the rest of the way. I was wondering why it looks off. There you guys go. Decklid stand. Heel. Easy, real quick, pretty cheap. It does the job. Let's say you just need one. You say you drop your spring, you can't get your spring installed. And this is gonna be one of those things where you put in these standoffs, it's gonna be an issue. But they do have some different kits out there where you can go ahead and drill and put in a little adapter right there where the spring goes that moves the spring out. Check out the description below, guys. I'll go ahead and link that in there. It's from, I think it's Wolfgang makes those. Pretty sweet. All right, guys, that is gonna be it. I hope you guys are enjoying our 4th of July. Yeah, man, it's been a few weeks. It's just, you know, tough to get down here sometimes. And sometimes you just want to spend some time in your car without doing anything on camera. And well, at least that's me. And I'm sure you guys can understand. It's tough to get down the grind sometimes, but you gotta do it. You gotta get the work done. And it's even tougher when you gotta record stuff. Appreciate all you guys, all my new subscribers. There's quite a bit. Don't forget to check out the Instagram and or Facebook group if you guys have questions, because that's the place to go for help and assistance, because we've got over 2,000 members in there, and we are all pretty cool when it comes to helping out guys with their Volkswagen issues and or, you know, say you're stuck. We've all been there. See you guys next time. This is Jason with JWClassicVW, and